What up, chat? Y'all probably don't know me, but y'all gonna know me soon enough. My name is JP. Honestly, I'm gonna make this intro as quick as I can, so it's not too long. I'm just gonna be documenting my journey to achieving my second payout in this trading shit, bro. I got my first payout back in November with Top Step. I passed an account with them. I could show you guys proof. Just give me a second. Also, I passed 3 accounts with Alpha Future last month, which is crazy. I didn't end up getting a payout, I ended up blowing it, but I had chances to get a payout, but I just wanted to get more buffer so I could take out a bigger payout towards the future. But I ended up realizing and catching little errors and things in my trading that I have to fix first before I could get a big payout. Now I'm currently trading with 4 Apex accounts. I switched to Apex ever since they changed their rules. They have goated rules. If you haven't copped the Apex eval, make sure to go cop the Apex eval. I don't have a code with them, so I'm not promoting a code. It's just Apex right now, they're on top of their game right now, I ain't gonna lie. But today's recap, today's Monday, the first week is gonna drop. This video is probably gonna drop Saturday or Sunday. And today, the kid got rinsed. I'm not gonna lie, today was a pretty bad day in the markets. And let's just go over the trade recap. Also, throughout these videos, I'm only gonna be live trading, well, not live trading, but recording me trading just Wednesday and Thursdays because those are my day off from work. The Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, I trade through my phone and I can't really record that. So I'm just gonna be recapping those 3 days, and those 2 days I'm gonna be trading them live, and you're gonna see my live reaction and everything. I'm gonna try to set up a little webcam and everything on my PC and everything. But nonetheless, let's get into today's trade recap. We got absolutely rinsed, but it's alright. Alright, boys, so let's get into the quick trade recap for today. As we can see, these are the 2 trades that we took today. Obviously, they're faded as fuck, but it's okay. Let's just get in with the bias. So first of all, the main draw liquidity that I wanted to see us, I'm sorry for that, Discord. The main draw liquidity that I want to see us take out was going to be the Friday's NYAM highs, which is this one, which we did end up taking out on a fucking big ass wick at 3. Absolutely gay as fuck today. But we don't blame the markets because there's always opportunities in here. Nonetheless, this was the trade that I took. We opened market. We left a nice 5-minute gap, which we held. We validated. At this point, I was just waiting for a calm retracement of a gap. We validated it, and then we had this big body candle closure that made a big 1-minute gap that we ended up trading into and holding. Then we had this bearish fair value gap that we ended up inversing. This was my confirmation that we held this. We validated this on 5-minute, and we validated this 1-minute, and we inversed this bearish one. That was my cue for entry. And also I was waiting for the change of state of delivery over here. So I just waited a little bit and I let it play out. I waited for a little bit of retracement to get a little bit of a better entry, and I entered right here. Obviously, targeting the daily draw and liquidity that I thought we were gonna have for today. Obviously, we didn't end up hitting that, and you know what's crazy? That this line right here was literally the half point of these wicks on the 1 hour, and it was literally my break even, and I was waiting for a 1-minute closure on 1-minute closure above that line to go break even, but obviously we didn't get it, so we ended up fading that, and we ended up losing 600 on the first 2 accounts. And then on the second trade we took this one right here. After this big dump, I just ended up taking this after we ended up holding this 1-minute, also on ES. I'm pretty sure on the 5-minute. We ended up holding a 5-minute gap over here, if I'm not mistaken, right here. We ended up holding this 5-minute on when we, and I just wanted to see us dump from this 5-minute, holding this 5-minute. I think we also had a 5-minute on ES that we ended up holding. Yeah, Oh, it was a little bit more deeper, but we ended up holding it on ES first. But that gap was also here on NQ. But I wanted us, if we were to change buys quick, I wanted us to come down to this. I wanted us to come down to this 1 hour gap right here that I have marked out on ES. Also, reasoning was because on the Fibonacci retracement, we had a nice uh pocket on the zero point 0.5 and zero point 0.6. I'm doing it from this level because that was the level I was looking at, not this one from 3 p.m. So as you can see on the zero point 0.5 and on the zero point 0.6, the 1 hour fair value gap, premium fair value gap was right there. So I wanted to see us come into here and take profits literally right at this wick, right at that point. On NQ as well, we also had the same gap. I wanted to see that prime one 1 hour fair value gap get tapped into and take profits down there. But obviously, we do have these other gaps that did up getting filled and held, and that just didn't play out in my favor, to be honest. Honestly, I should have went break even here, but I just felt like it was already it was already late. I should really just went break even. This should have been a break even trade instead of a losing trade, to be honest. I should have seen this after this candle. I should have went break even, but we learn from our mistakes, and that's why we recap. And yeah, that was just what I did today. My thought process between these two trades, in my opinion, they were decent executions. Decent executions. This one probably was a A setup. This one maybe B plus B setup, and it just sucked, man. All right, boys. So now I'm gonna show you the P&L for the evals for the four evals on Apex. This is how we're currently looking. Only took one trade on not each account because I'm doing it. I'm doing a little strategy. I'm doing a little bit differently this time around. I'm trading two counts. So these two counts, one trade, and then for my second trade, if I do find a second trade, I trade it on these accounts. So as you can see, that's why I have these two separate groups for those two. And honestly, bad day today. But I also wanted to show you guys quickly my rules slash what I want to do for this series. I guess for this documentary, it's really just documentary and journaling on myself in a way for every week. And we have here Project Ascend. I don't really like to say I have a trading strategy. I like to say I have a trading style. I like that better, calling it better than a trading strategy. And my trading style equals mechanical plus discretionary. So for my session rules, it's a very, very, very basic way I trade. Really, very basic. I feel like most people trade the same way I trade. So my session rules are that I start to look for trades from 10 or 10:30. For this I had it from 9:45 to 9:55, but I changed it to 10 to 10:30 just because I've been seeing that we've had most of the real direction of trades start to move and deliver around 10 or 10:30 recently as in the past 2 to 3 weeks, so that's why I changed that rule up. Oh shoot. Also, this is one thing that I worked on today that actually got me slightly better entries if the fucking trade would have hit TP. So be more patient for cleaner setups. For example, like this trade, when I would have seen the inversion of this trade, I probably would have had an entry like up here, but instead I decided to wait and got a little retracement. So I got 5 to 6 ticks lower to get a slightly better entry. Same with this trade right here. Then this is a really good trade that I really needed to a really good rule, my bad, that I really need to follow because I the reason I fucking blew my three funded with alpha futures was because I would lose or break even and I would immediately hit sell or buy in the opposite direction of the original trade. So it was really bad. So I have to follow this rule this time around very strictly. And then basic confluences to follow in my strategy. You guys can read it. Then strategy added to my bags. This is a mech model from PB Trade. Very simple. I'm pretty sure most of you guys know this. The mech model, also the continuation model. Very simple two models that I use, and I'm trying to master these two. Keep getting better at them, to be honest. And then right here we have sizing intuition. This is something that I recently added to my bag that's very new, and you could just read it like A plus setups. I add 6 to 10 micros, A setups 4 to 5 micros, B plus setups 3 to 4 micros, B setups 1 to 2 micros. You know what I'm saying? Simple stuff, sizing intuition. Because before, when I was in the funded stage with 3 fucking fundeds, I would literally trade all my fundeds with all the fucking good setups or even bad setups. I would trade them with 2 fucking micros, and that's why when I had decent progress and I crashed out and I lost so much progress, it just tilted me so bad. And I feel like it's because I didn't have this strategy on how to use it. And I've been seeing, looking and learning about a lot of YouTube videos about sizing intuition and how to properly add and be comfortable adding higher micros in your setups. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Probably not. But if you know about trading and you know about this, you probably know what I'm talking about. I was just treating my A setups and putting 2 micros. I was getting my B or B minus setups and putting 2 micros. Where in reality, if I would have taken my A plus setups with 10 micros, I would have made 2K instead of making 300 $400 on my fundeds, and vice versa with the B setups. I was losing 2 to 300, so it it wasn't working out, and I noticed that. And I'm glad I picked up on that. And also something new I'm doing this time around. I'm doing eval slash funded rotations. So my first trade, I gotta replace this because I was gonna do Top Step, but I decided to do just Apex because I didn't feel like switching back and forth. So my first trade, I do them obviously on these 2 accounts, and then if I see a second trade, if the opportunity is there, I take it on these 2 accounts, just in case. Just in case if these two first accounts in the first trade is break even or is a loss, at least the second one has a chance to start off in a clean slate. So let's say I make 1,000 here, I guarantee myself $1,000 in 2 accounts, and being closer to passing 2 accounts than being down 600 on all four, which this happened today. But that unfortunate, because if I was copy trading all four, I probably would have been down 1,000 across all the four of them. So to me, this strategy that I'm adding is hopefully works in my favor than against me. But that's the first trade recap of the week. Monday, really bad price action. A lot of people in the trading space I saw got break even and also losses. And man, I can't be too mad about that. That's about it. Yo, what up, chat? So, I was gonna make this first episode into weeks, but I noticed while editing the first recap that I should just drop this day by day because people's retention span is absolutely horrid. So, I doubt they're going to fucking even watch the whole video of this. That's going to be probably like 15 minutes, and if I add all the days throughout the week, it's probably gonna be like, this video is probably gonna be like an hour long or something, because I just yap too much. So nonetheless, this is the end of the first video, episode 1. And yeah, boys, I hope you enjoyed and looking forward to the next episodes. Yeah, stay safe, and I love y'all, boys.